Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Gaurani Chai, Gaurani Chai, Gaurani Chai, Jayo Gaurani Chai. Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Prabhupada. Jai Gaura Premanandi. Hare Krishna. Thank you everybody for coming to today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. And today we're going to be speaking on Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 14, text 47. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yat prasadat itam vishvam prasidati yatatmakam sasvagdrik bhagavam yasya tasyate anyaya drisha. Yat prasadat itam vishvam prasidati yatatmakam sasvagdrik bhagavam yasya tasyati anyaya drisha. Yat prasadatitam vishvam prasidati yatatmakam sasvagdrik bhagavam yasya tasyati anyaya drisha. Word for word. Yat, by whose prasadat, mercy of idam, this vishvam, universe, prasidati, becomes happy. Yat, whose atmakam, because of his omnipotence. Saha, he. Svadrik, taking special care for his devotees. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yasya, whose. Dasyate, becomes pleased. Ananyaya, without deviation. Trisha, by intelligence. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Everyone will be pleased with him because the personality of Godhead, the supreme controller of the universe, is always satisfied with a devotee who does not wish for anything beyond him. Please repeat. Everyone will be pleased with him because the personality of Godhead, the supreme controller of the universe, is always satisfied with a devotee who does not wish for anything beyond him. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated everywhere as the Super Soul, and he can dictate to anyone and everyone as he likes. The would-be grandson of deity, who was predicted to be a great devotee, would be liked by everyone, even by the enemies of his father, because he would have no other vision besides the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A pure devotee of the Lord sees the presence of his worshipable Lord everywhere. The Lord reciprocates in such a way that all living entities in whom the Lord is dwelling as the Super Soul also like a pure devotee, because the Lord is present in their hearts and can dictate to them to be friendly to his devotee. There are many instances in history wherein even the most ferocious animal became friendly to a pure devotee of the Lord. Om Jnana Timirandasya Karanjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guru Ve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Svapatantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharine Nivajaya Sunyavadi Pastachade Sutarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Behinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Bhutale Shrimati Shivaram Swami Tinamini Vanchakalpa Turubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanbhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Hare Krishna. So, this is a conversation now between Kasyapa and Diti. So Diti was very, very stressed because she heard that 2 demons were going to take birth in her womb. No one likes demons to take birth in your womb. Although in Kali Yuga this is a common occurrence because demoniac nature is very popular. But now she's been appeased because Kasyapa Muni is saying that in the future your grandson will be a pure devotee of the Lord. So now she's very happy because to have a pure devotee take birth in your family, it's very, very auspicious. Actually, it's said that if a Mahabhagavad takes birth, then 100 generations of your family going forward and going back are liberated. Once someone asked Prabhupada this question, I said, what does that mean, Prabhupada, 100 generations? And Prabhupada quoted Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya says that to become liberated means to become a devotee. Because when you become a devotee, then you get the opportunity to not only engage in devotional service yourself, but also give the others an opportunity to take out Krishna consciousness. And everything is favorable. Although some places in the Bhagavatam it says 24 generations, some place 7, 10. So my understanding of this is a Mahabhagavad is 100 generations, and a Madhyam is 24, and a Kanishta is 7. I can't quote it, but there are different numbers given in the scriptures. So he said that everyone looks favorably upon a pure devotee. Everyone likes a pure devotee. That's what it says in this verse here. So why is that? Why does everyone like a pure devotee? It's because a pure devotee manifests all godly qualities. He has all the 26 qualities pure devotees possess. And because he carries Krishna in his heart, then Krishna carries the devotee in his heart. And then all the living entities, they look favorable upon a devotee because Krishna's in their heart. So there's like a reciprocation going on here. Prabhupada mentions in the purport reciprocation. The Lord reciprocates with the devotee by making all other living entities look favorably upon him. And so this reciprocation is very important. And in this way, the people who reciprocate, they do something nice for a pure devotee, they also get eternal benefit. Just like in the early days when Prabhupada was distributing the BTG in Delhi, in the tea stalls, just some random guy out of nowhere, random man said, Swamiji, why are you wasting your time selling magazines? People don't take magazines very seriously. They read them and then they throw them in the bin. You should print books. So just this one kind gesture from this person. Obviously, Krishna's in the heart of that person who's dictating to him, you should say this to my pure devotee. And then Prabhupada, he took that as an instruction, direct instruction from his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta. Because a devotee is broad-minded. He sees Krishna everywhere, not just in the temple. And he sees Krishna in the heart of all living entities. So when someone says something to him, immediately he thinks, oh, yeah, maybe that's Krishna trying to say something to me. Maybe my spiritual master is trying to give me a message. Yeah. And then Prabhupada, he printed the first 3 volumes of Bhagavatam? Yeah. And then we can see that this whole movement came about just through the printing and publication and the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's transcendental books. Everything ISKCON has now, all the money, the buildings and everything, it's all come about through Prabhupada's books. So you can only imagine the benefit this person got just by that tiny little gesture. And there was another time when Prabhupada was in New York. At the early days, Prabhupada was translating, and he was having to type out himself onto paper, transcribe. He was having to transcribe himself. And in those days, they had the typewriters, right? You young people probably never seen a typewriter before, right? Have you? You ever seen a typewriter? No? Yeah, I mean, probably if you go to a museum, you can see one. I think you had one, didn't you, Eddie? They were really heavy, big things, solid metal, made of metal. Because everything in those days was made of either metal or not plastic. Plastic came later, a little bit more. They were making everything with metal, and the keys were like, you push them down and they just go down and down and down and down, and a lot of resistance. And then you had this ball of ink you had to push in, and the paper went in. And so Prabhupada was doing that on his own. And Prabhupada wasn't a transcriber, but he didn't even know how to type. He was just typing with one finger like this. Brahmananda tells this story, Brahmananda Prabhu, on Prabhupada Memories. So the devotees were thinking, what are we going to do? Prabhupada needs some help. So the next day they got a knock on the door. It was a young man, a young boy. And he said, I came here, I want to do some service. They said, what do you do? He said, I transcribe. And they asked him, they said, do you type? And he said, yeah, I can type so many words a minute. So then they put him, they were watching him, they said he was like a pianist, It was just, so we can see how Krishna helps a pure devotee in many ways. And Prabhupada said that, he said, you young boys and girls were all sent by Krishna. Some of you were lucky, he said. Lucky they were at the right place at the right time, and they just got the mercy. But some of them was personally sent by Krishna to help Prabhupada start the Sankirtan movement. So this Sankirtan movement is a manifestation of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda's mercy. So if anyone helps in any way, and even in a tiny little way, they get eternal benefit. Just like the Sankirtan devotees are going out, and they're meeting hundreds and hundreds of people every day, and they can tell you so many stories where people were just helped, right? Been so kind. And I remember once we were traveling, and it had been raining. Like now, it's been raining for non-stop for the last 3 months, right? We're going to have to go around in canoes if it carries on like this, although today's a little bit drier. So it had been raining for a week non-stop. So we were driving at night time trying to find somewhere to stop so we could sleep. And the devotee driving was a bit spaced out. And he wasn't watching where he was going, and he ended up driving the van on a grass verge. Actually, all the four wheels of the van went up and landed on this grass verge, and because it had been raining, the van started to sink. And so it was stuck. We couldn't do anything. And we had a mobile phone in the van, but it was broken. So we couldn't phone for help. So I decided to knock on the door and ask if anyone could help out. The first door I knocked on, the woman answered, and I said, "Oh, we're monks. We're traveling monks." That's always the first line you use, isn't it? And we're just stuck in them, on the grass verge over there. Can I use your phone to call for help? And before I could say anything else, her husband got his jacket, got a shovel and came running out and just started digging around the van, and very soon the van was released. We were able to go. And at the end, we said to him, we wanted to give something to him. And so we were distributing Srimad Bhagavatam 2:1s, I think. 2:1s, yeah. Picture Radha London Ishwar at the front. Beautiful books. And then we said, we want to give you this as a gift. And he said, I just finished the first one, the first canto, and I was wondering how I could get the second one. So now he had the second canto. So Krishna, he inspires people to help the Sankirtan movement, and in turn, they benefit. Everyone benefits eternally. Anyone has any tiny little thing. Just like when we're on Harinam, people, they walk by and they may even just smile. Just that one smile is giving them sukriti. So a pure devotee, he does not work on the egotistic platform. He's not identifying with this material body. And it's said that a devotee, he has no enemies. He only has friends. Because in the material world is full of duality. And one person is our friend. Like I might say, Adi, Guru's my friend, Govinda's my friend. So, because it's the world of duality, it may mean that someone else is not my friend, or he's my friend, and therefore someone else is my enemy. So this is the world of duality, but pure devotee doesn't live in the world of dualities. He is a friend to all living entities. Why? Because he is a friend to Krishna. Krishna is Suridam Sarvabhutanam. He's the well-wishing friend of all living entities. And therefore, the devotee, he is also manifesting some of these same qualities, not in full, but some of these qualities that Krishna has. And one of those is that he's a friend to everyone. And no one is his enemy. He has no enemies. A devotee is sama chitta, which means he is favorably inclined towards everyone. And that means that he wants to give Krishna consciousness to everyone. And in this way, he becomes attractive to all living entities. Even animals is said in the purport at the end. So, like Haridas Thakur was chanting in a cave, and everyone was going there, and there was a snake in the cave, and the snake was giving off so much poison that people, they went in the cave to hear Haridas Thakur, they couldn't stand it. They couldn't stay there for too long because of the poisonous. They were breathing in the poison. So then they were thinking, we got to speak to Haridas Thakur. Ask him to leave. And then Haridas Thakur said, okay, I'll leave. I'll leave in the morning. But then just when he was saying that, the snake, it came out. And the snake left. Because Krishna's in the heart of the snake. And he's telling the snake, don't bother my devotee, just go. Like this. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 8.3.7, in the purple, I'm going to read the purple just a little bit. Prabhupada says, devotees are always equal to everyone, seeing no distinction between lower and higher classes. Pandita Shama Darshina. They look upon everyone as spirit soul who is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Thus they are competent to search for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, understanding that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is friend of everyone. Suidam Sarvabhutanam. They act as friends of everyone on behalf of the Supreme Lord, making no distinction between one nation and another, or one community and another. They preach Krishna consciousness, the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, everywhere. Thus they are competent to see the lotus feet of the Lord. Such preachers in Krishna consciousness are called Paramahamsas, as indicated by the word of Vimukti Sangha. They have nothing to do with these material conditions, and one must take shelter of such a devotee in order to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Very nice purple. Yeah. So, coming in contact with a devotee, even if it's not a pure devotee, just maybe someone on a Kanishta platform or Madhyam, coming in contact with them is very powerful. Prabhupada said even a materialistic devotee can show someone the way to Krishna. Like that. So Prabhupada mentions in the purple, he says, the living Krishna reciprocates with the pure devotee through the hearts of the other living entities. So this this reciprocation is very, very important. Reciprocation also means mercy. We all want Krishna to reciprocate with us, right? So there was once the story of the fruit vendor. There was one old lady and she was selling fruit. And she arrived at the palace of Nanda Maharaj. And she said, "Oh, Vrajavasis, if you want some fruit, then please come out." So Krishna heard her and he immediately came out. And he grabbed some grains from the ground. But by the time he reached the fruit vendor, all the grains had disappeared. And then he said to the fruit vendor, "Please, give me some fruit in exchange for these grains." But there was nothing there. So basically, Krishna is saying, give me something, give me everything you got, but I'm not giving you anything in return. At least nothing material. But he did give her the salve of love. She was so attracted to Krishna's beauty that she gave everything spontaneously from her heart. And due to Krishna's potency, he was able to carry all the fruit in his hand. Then as Krishna was walking away, he filled a basket with jewels and gold. And it said her heart with transcendental love for him. But she didn't even notice the jewels were there because she was in so much ecstasy. Excuse me. When she got home, she noticed the jewels were there. And then she said, "Oh, I'm so unfortunate." Because, I've got these jewels, but now I can't see Krishna. So she decided to fill her basket up again and go back. So this is the result of devotional service. If we engage in devotional service from the bottom of our hearts, the result is that we want to engage in more service. Service that is unmotivated, free from the desire for wanting something in return. Because Krishna wants us to spontaneously serve him. So she goes back, and then this time Mother Yashoda, she's speaking to Krishna. She's saying, "Krishna, you can't trust everyone like you trust your family and friends. There's a lot of dodgy people around, a lot of demons." Krishna says, I can trust everyone. It's because Krishna is equal to everyone. He doesn't discriminate between who deserves the mercy and who doesn't. So then she came back. She said, Krishna, I'm back. And so Krishna ran out, and then she gave all the fruit to Mother Yashoda and Krishna, and they had this reciprocation. And then later, she was seen dancing along the Jamuna, glorifying Krishna and throwing the jewels and the gold in the Jamuna. Because now she had received something way more valuable than material opulence. So sometimes, what can we learn from this story? So sometimes we may be thinking, Krishna's not reciprocating with me. Right? Do we think like that sometimes? Krishna's not reciprocating. And we may get a bit depressed and our enthusiasm may go down. But you see, Krishna, he wants us to reciprocate with him on a deeper level. Just like when we first become devotees, Krishna reciprocates. We notice it. It's quite obvious. But it may be because we're not practicing deeply. The reciprocation is on a shallower level, right? But what Krishna wants is, as we advance in Krishna consciousness, Krishna consciousness becomes finer and more detailed. And in order to access that finer, more detailed aspect of Krishna consciousness, we have to go deeper. Just being superficial forever isn't going to do it, you know. So, and because we don't go deeper, then we think that Krishna's not reciprocating with us. And we may feel a bit down, you know. Just like now they've found so many minerals in the ocean to power their stupid little electric cars. But the minerals, they're at the bottom of the ocean, at the seabed, right at the bottom. So they have to go right deep to get all these minerals. So Krishna consciousness is like that. Krishna's forcing us to go deep. So at times it seems like Krishna is not reciprocating. Now he says that Krishna doesn't reciprocate with practicing devotees because he wants to awaken our love for him. And in order to do that, we have to really want it. Just like the example is given, if someone has something very valuable and then a thief comes and steals it, takes it away, then all you're doing is thinking about that thing that you had, the valuable thing. You're constantly thinking about it, but now it's gone. But before then, you may not be thinking about it so much. So Krishna takes it away, and then we're thinking, oh, I really have to make an effort here. And making an effort. So we have to practice Krishna consciousness properly. So Krishna is taking it away. So in order to access it, we have to practice spiritual life. But he says practice properly. And what does proper practice mean? Srila Rupa Goswami defines proper practice. He says proper practice is that which is done with regular hearing. Regular hearing and an intense desire or hankering to want to understand all the different stages of devotion or service. And obviously that happens with hearing, when you hear. And And also avoiding the pitfalls of devotional service, which are avoiding all the offences at the same time. So if we're not doing that, if we're not regularly hearing, then we're not going to understand the different stages of devotion. We're not going to understand where we're at, and we're not going to understand where we need to go and what we need to do to go there, to reach it. So this is called going a little bit deeper. Are there any questions? Yeah, any questions or realizations you want to share? Hare Krishna.
The volume is mic on? Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the class, Prabhu. You were talking at one point about how sometimes when people on the street hear us chanting, then they develop some sukriti, and we also hear about like when people render service unknowingly, they build up ajñāta sukriti. So I was just wondering if you could define or describe a little more about what that is, because is it simply just good karma, or if it's something more than good karma, then why is it that sometimes we hear that building up of sukriti helps one take up to Krishna consciousness?
Yeah, there's two types of sukriti. Three? Three, yeah. Karma, Jnana, and Bhakti. Yeah. Karma, Jnana, and Bhakti. The kind of sukriti that I was talking about, the sukriti one gets when you come in contact with devotees is Bhakti sukriti. Bhakti and Mukhi sukriti. Whereas the other sukriti, it's material, but it said, if you amass enough of that sukriti, you will eventually come in contact with Bhakti sukriti. But that's a long way. That's a long way around. The Sankirtan movement is getting people straight to the point. Bhakti and Mukhi sukriti. You're hearing the Sankirtan devotees go by. You're hearing the Maha Mantra. You're seeing the devotees. You're taking prasadam. This is all unknown. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know, but it has so much potency. And just from that, someone's spiritual life begins. Like that. Krishna says, like we have so much karma from our previous lives, yeah? Some of it might be good, and a lot of it is bad. But when we come to Krishna consciousness, Krishna, he removes most of that karma. And then whatever's left, it's called residual karma. He minimizes the reaction of that. So devotees, so whatever devotee does for Krishna is all Krishna's will. Mercy. And the people outside, they get an unlimited mercy as well. Does that answer your question? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much. One of my questions was, in the class you had given the example of the seabed and how by going deeper you can find deeper realizations, you can go more deeper into sadhana. That's when you can really see the reciprocation of Krishna. And you said how in the beginning you can, it's very blatant that Krishna's mercy is there, his reciprocation is there, but as we go a little bit more into Krishna consciousness, staying more in as in like time-wise, then it becomes more refined. Now, I don't know what that means. Like, the reciprocation becomes more refined that we can't see it, or like I didn't really understand that point.
No, everything, accessing Krishna consciousness itself goes, just like at the beginning, we preach to people. What do we preach to them? The Bhagavad Gita, you're not this body, you're the spirit soul, you have to get rid of anger, greed, lust. These kind of things we're preaching, right? Right? The Bhagavad Gita, we don't preach Srimad Bhagavatam or CC straight away to people. It's not that it's superficial, but Bhagavad Gita is very deep in itself. I mean, just through the Bhagavad Gita we can go back to Godhead. But it's said that that's the preliminary knowledge that someone needs. And then later on, as we read Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we go deeper, we read the CC, and then the Nectar Devotion is very... Have you read the Nectar Devotion? It's very, very deep. What's the Nectar Devotion? It's explaining different stages of love for Krishna. And that's very deep. Yeah? So depending where we are in our spiritual life, we need to access Krishna consciousness to that level. So our understanding is going to be such, right? And this is why we need to hear from advanced devotees and take shelter of a spiritual master. So finer and more detailed it becomes, and then our consciousness also has to become more finer and detailed to access it. But we also need the desire, greed, lolium, the greed to want it. Otherwise we just stay at a certain level for 20, 30, 40, 50 years and don't really go anywhere. Does that answer your question or not?
Thank you. And lolium is bred by hearing?
No, lolium means greed. It means you get it by associating with those who have it.
Thank you.
And hearing from them. Association means to hear and to do service. Shushushadhananasya vasudeva katharu tisyan mahat sevaya punya tirtana sevana. By rendering service unto those devotees who are completely free from vice, great service is done, and through that service one attains affinity for hearing the message of Vasudeva. So by serving those devotees who have it, then we get affection for wanting to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Like that.
Just to refine what you're saying is that as you become more advanced on the path, then your qualification for hearing changes or increases or moves into different subject matters like that.
Yeah.
Hearing, because you talked about hearing, so you can't hear advanced things until you're qualified to hear them.
Yeah, the qualification comes
By purification and following the process.
by following the process properly, proper application, what Rupa Goswami defined as. And proper application, like I said, was hearing regularly, avoiding the 10 offences and trying to understand all the different stages of devotional service. Like that. Yeah, you're right.
Hare Krishna. Where the chapter says, and also purport about those who are pure devotees, is friend to everyone, and Prabhupada said, Lord Krishna dictates them in the heart to be favorable to these devotees. But like in scriptures we have, and also in our own life, that many devotees were so harassed by enemies that sometimes killed and tortured.
So you just saw harassed?
Like they're harassed and even tortured and even killed.
No.
So, like for example, if you read book, there is no one who was reading book Salted Bread and didn't cry
I was reading
And
that the
it
other
breaks
day.
our heart.
Yeah.
And also Chaitanya Charitamrita is quite full of stories. So can reflect on that. How is that? And Krishna didn't dictate them from the heart to live alone, these devotees, or he's passing through suffering, this pain. So I don't know, maybe reflection.
No, I know. I was reading that just the other day. Salted bread. Armenian devotees being persecuted by the KGB, and how they would go out distributing books. Actually, in Armenia, it was they had the best book printing. They would make the books in Armenia, then the Russian devotees would come and purchase the books and distribute them. And then there's a couple of devotees that got arrested. Actually, they used to regularly get arrested. But then one time they got arrested and they got put into a psychiatric hospital, and they were injecting them with drugs, making them go a bit crazy. So so you're saying why is Krishna not intervening there? It's like this verse, why is Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha taking birth, big demons, why are they taking birth in the womb of deity? She's a pure devotee. So is Kasyapa Muni. So why is a pure devotee having to go through all that difficulty? It's because that's Krishna's plan. And Krishna wants to come down as Nrsimhadev and engaging in his transcendental Leela. So this Sankirtan movement is also transcendental, and it's also Lord Chaitanya's Leela. And it may seem like that why is Krishna making this happen? Why is Krishna making these bad things happen? But we may not understand why, but this is all Krishna's Leela, this is all Lord Chaitanya's Leela, in order to establish the Sankirtan movement. But we just think about this one lifetime, how this one lifetime is so precious. But if we sacrifice this one lifetime for Krishna, then what we're going to get is unimaginable in return. So maybe those devotees had to be sacrificed in order for the Sankirtan movement to spread. This is Krishna's Leela, Lord Chaitanya's Leela. And we are all a part of Lord Chaitanya's transcendental Leela. His Leela is still going on. So that's my realization. Anybody else want to say anything?
I agree with you, because this kind of furthered our movement. Like many things happen. Or like, for example, the salted bread. All of those good reactions is described in the book. So this is like for those who read. So there's always something good behind, although.
But when you look at the wider picture, something good always happens. Just like with the manor, we had this fight against the council, and they wanted to close the temple, and so anyway, we fought and we won, and what's the result? It's better. We've got an access road, we've got a beautiful building, new building. Don't know about beautiful, but it's new. But there were so many negative things, but from all those negative things, Krishna wanted us to go, he wanted us to go deeper and serve him without any motivation, without any material motivation. And now, the village people, all the people who are complaining, they're no longer complaining, they're very happy. Who was that?
Village people,
The village people. Yeah. Andy. YMCA. The village people, yeah. Chai. Yes, Deepak. I don't do technical questions.
Slightly technical. I'm just wondering where Agyata Sukriti fits in which category of, under which category of the three Sukritis does Agyata Sukriti fit? Is it like a subcategory of Bhakti Sukriti or?
Agyata Sukriti, it means unknown devotional service. Bhakti Sukriti is Agyata. It's the highest form of Agyata Sukriti. That's as far as I know. Govinda.
And that's an interesting question, because obviously we know that when we use the term Agyata Sukriti, because we're talking about how people come to devotional service, it's within the category of Bhakti Mukha Sukriti, as you mentioned. But I'm wondering, there's Jnana Mukha Sukriti, and I can't remember exactly what causes it, and there's also Karma Mukha Sukriti. So what happens if someone accidentally does some pious activity in terms of karma or in terms of jnana? Maybe that also counts as Agyata Sukriti within those realms. I just never actually read anything the other way.
Krishna says, whatever you do, do it for me.
No.
What?
And someone unknowingly perform karma.
Karma yoga.
Just good karma. Yeah, I mean,
If you drop a 35 mil, say someone uses it to hospital, treatment of hospital, for example, you get security for that drop. You don't get back to it, but you get security in general.
but let's say a materialistic person shows some affection to a cow, feeds it some grass, then he gets some good
benefit.
karma, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily bhakti.
No, it's not bhakti, no.
But then, how would he get jnana? Unknowingly, it'd be a bit more difficult to think of an example.
I mean, the examples of cannabis, I've given a Jaiva Dharma, but I don't know what they are.
Unknowingly.
No, just the security that gives Jan, I don't know what they are.
The millions lives of pious activities, then slowly, lifetimes, I here and there, even on the
Talk about it does piety unknowing, it's just karma. Bhakti is easy to define as unknowing. I mean, I've got a question here, go on then, ask the question.
Going back to this Laoyam, who asked the question about again? It's gone. Janma Koti Sukritana Labhyate says that if you can perform Sukriti for many lifetimes, you don't get Laoyam. And I'm wondering what type of Sukriti that is, because we obviously know it's not. If you do like mundane pious activities for many lifetimes, you don't get Laoyam. But what about if you do Vaidhi Bhakti and you don't get the mercy of someone who has Laoyam, and you could be on the path of like awe and reverence for many lifetimes doing Bhakti Sukriti, which has got no Laoyam for Krishna because you haven't met a Brajbasi? Is that another meaning of that verse?
You can answer.
Adi, you want to answer?
I'm just going to refer to that verse. The love for Krishna of the Brajvasis cannot be attained by any process, including Vaidhi Bhakti, except by chanting the holy name. It's in the CC, I'll show you. So, yes, he's right. Vaidhi Bhakti will never bring Braj Bhakti without... What's that translation?
By Vidhi Bhakti, you don't get love for Vrindavan, Braj Bhav. Vidhi Bhakti, Braj, what did I say? Anyway.
Without the association of a Braj
Raganuga Bhakti.
Raganuga Bhakti, you can't get this greed.
Cool.
And in two purports that I know of, Srila Prabhupada defined, he said, even if you go to Vaikuntha, does that mean you're actually getting the mercy of Krishna? And then in another purport he says, spontaneous love of God is the only real religion. Which was very interesting.
Try.
Okay.
I think we better stop here.
Everyone's gone?
Leave. Gyanta Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
jai.
Premanava Prabhu ki jai.
Huh?
You just hijacked your class.
No, it was questions and answers and realizations.
Really actually Rajbha, to get Rajbha, really back to just not what the importance of it. Quite a long verse on find that one there. Please do. We should have
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,